Ever wished for a capture device that worked with just about any retro and modern system you throw at it? Well, in today's video we are going to review the Swiss Army knife of capture cards, the Micomsoft SC-512. Right off the bat, I wanted to say I own both an Elgato HD and an HD60. These capture devices are fine for modern consoles. The problem is, as soon as you give it a video signal from a retro system or a computer, things begin to fall apart quickly. The Elgato HD comes with an optional retro cable that does an okay job of capturing composite and SVIDEO, but in my real world testing, the Elgatos are in my opinion substandard capture devices. In the case of my Commodore Amiga, with HDMI output either via the Vampire 2 or my Invision scan doubler using a DVI to HDMI cable, the Elgatos fail to find any signal at all. The only way I could capture Amiga footage is to use an XRGB FrameMeister and pass through the HDMI signal. Seems like overkill. Want to capture an old PC DOS game? Nope, that won't work either. And I'm not even going to discuss the X68000 and PC9801 Japanese computers. Basically, the Elgatos are great for modern consoles and PC gaming. Anything retro is disappointing with only composite video and bad SVideo as the options. But this video isn't to bash Elgato. For what they are, their capture devices work just fine, but for someone like me who wants to capture quality output from many different sources, there is a much better option. The SC-512 capture card from Micomsoft is a PCI Express x1 capture device that fits into your PC. The card looks like a standard capture device. On the back is a connector for either composite, SVideo or component cables, as well as a DVI connector. Now, a word on the price. This card varies from $200 to $320 US. The more expensive options come with an additional pass-through DVI connector, so in other words you get two DVI connectors on the back. I personally didn't think this was important and I went for the $200 model from saberpc.com. So for $200 you get the card, a composite, SVideo and component cables. I saw stock images of the card that came with a DVI to HDMI adapter and a DVI to VGA adapter. Unfortunately mine didn't come with these, so keep that in mind. Fortunately I already had these things laying around, so it wasn't a big deal to me, but if you do want to capture HDMI and VGA signals, this is something to be aware of. Installing the card was easy. I used a few different capture device software including OBS and XSplit initially, but OBS kept crashing my system and XSplit is overkill. It's really geared towards the streamer. I didn't want any bells and whistles, I just wanted some quality capture software that had good codecs with lossless capture. In the end I used capture software called Stream Capture by StarTech. It's simple and easy to use, but this is a personal preference. Amarek TV is another capture suite that has a ton of features and allows many different codecs to be used. I thought the software was too fiddly though. I preferred to keep it simple, so I went back to Stream Capture. Okay, so I tried to capture footage from many different systems. Unfortunately I couldn't capture everything in my collection because I just ran out of time. But I think you will get a sense of how well this device handles different video signals, so sit back and take a look. Alright guys, so what did you think of the Micomsoft SC-512 capture card? As mentioned at the start, this is a Swiss Army knife of capture devices. It works great with all modern systems as well as every single retro system I threw at this card. Now one thing I did want to mention was I was unable to capture any RGB SCART signals because I didn't possess the necessary sync cleaner or sync strike to be able to do that. I've got one coming in the mail and I'll do a follow-up video and show you what the RGB captures look like, but rest assured folks, I've seen some video footage and some screenshots of how RGB captures look and they look totally amazing, so I'm not concerned about that at all. I was just unable to do it in this particular video. Now I do want to apologize for the length of this video. It's a little longer than normal, but I wanted to make sure that I got a lot of different systems in this particular video, so there was no kind of tricks or anything like that. I want you guys to see the real footage being captured. And the other thing I wanted to mention was I didn't do any type of compression or any After Effects or any saturation to the captures themselves. The way they have come out is the way you see it on the actual device. So the next thing I want to mention was there's also an external equivalent of the SC-512 called the X-Capture 1 by Micomsoft. Now this is exactly the same capture device, but it's a USB 3 external device, and this is exactly the same thing, except you can obviously take it around with you and plug it into a laptop. It's a lot more portable version of the capture device that I have. Alright guys, well I'm going to leave it at that. This has been a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and stuck around for the end of it. Let me know what you guys thought about the Micomsoft SC-512 capture card, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.